Cases of the Wuhan coronavirus continue to affect
Unang naiulat na may dumaraming kaso ng malapulmunyang
China's military has sent hundreds of medical workers to Wuhan City.
Sa bilis ng pagdami ng mga nahahawa sa novel coronavirus.
Nagpumilit makapasok sa tindahan ng face mask ang daan-daang customer.
Kung makahanap ng mas araw na ngayon.
Year 2020. A year without parties, celebrations, or ambitions. It all started with just a week of suspension. Little did we know, this suspension extended into weeks, months, and now we are almost a year in the COVID-19 pandemic.
We wake up every day feeling powerless as the number of COVID-19 cases increases. For many, this is a challenge to our faith and understanding. How can this be happening? Where is God in all of this? In honor of the celebration of the 500 years of Christianity theme Gifted to Give, we have invited a very special guest, Mr. Anton Carabello, hoping that this would inspire us and strengthen our faith amid this pandemic.
Hello, good afternoon. I am Anton Maria Francesco Besa Carabello, a licensed professional teacher in biological science, and I am an altar server from the Our Lady of Fatima Chapel here in Lopez Village, Parañaque. I think that is one of the things that I've been thankful during this pandemic, is that we have been continually sustained by the Holy Spirit or by God throughout this pandemic. Still the blessings that have came na we have been able to make it through each day. Nakakain naman kami completely every day. Lahat ng mga dapat bayaran, nabayaran and all. I think for me, the other concrete thing that I could say as the blessing during this time is the gift of family and friends who continue to surround us, especially during this time. Kasi syempre, tayo hirap na magdala ng kung anong pasanin ang meron man tayo during this pandemic. And just being able to have a family or a friend to listen to you out there is already a blessing, or is already a gift for each and every one of us to be able to make it through, especially during these trying times in our life. What I'm also thankful for is the students' appreciation despite the hardships that me as a first-time teacher also had a hard time encountering, from the shifting from the traditional classroom setting to the new normal online classroom setting. It was very hard at the beginning, but being able to hear the feedback from the students is also, I could say, a blessing for me also to continue doing my best despite all the hardships that I and my students are facing.
Indeed, God gifted us the Holy Spirit as our sanctifier, the one who makes us holy. Although Jesus went to the Father in heaven centuries ago, we can still feel the presence and love of the Blessed Trinity up until this day. It is they who continue to give us strength and courage to face the different challenges that life has brought. Just like this pandemic, with the help of our friends and family, we are continually surviving. Perhaps without them, we couldn't make it till this day.
And during this time of this pandemic, one of the good things that I could say that came out during this pandemic is the bayanihan spirit that is very much alive among Filipinos, na nagtutulungan pa rin despite of the hardships that the individual person is facing. Kasi 'di ba, kahit tayo na nahihirapan, we still, give our best to be able to extend help to other people, whether it be financial, material, or even just moral support is already a gift that, we could be able to share to one another, especially during this time. The theme for this celebration is Gifted to Give. We cannot give what we do not have. As a teacher, na I get to face students, whether current students or past students, as long as they need help or kailangan lang ng isang tao makinig sa kanila. That is one way of me being able to extend my help, just to, be able to listen or to share whatever I can, especially in these times that kayo, the students, also have a very hard time adjusting with this new situation. That is the gift that I could really give at this time. not only to my students but also to my family, to my friends. The moral support, the love, the care, and everything. I think that is the best gift that I can give as of the moment. But
Gifts don't always have to be tangible or expensive. Sometimes the best gift we can give are the non-material ones, just like love, support, care, and time.
May we be able to acquire and treasure the gifts of the Holy Spirit that will ultimately lead us to attain eternal salvation and life with God. For by practicing these gifts, we can learn and be molded into the ideal children of God in accordance with His will. The fruits of the Holy Spirit is an encounter with God that leads us into an ongoing experience which opens us up to the fullness of who God is for us and becomes the lifestyle that He takes the greatest pleasure in.